What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's going on?
Steve was trying to convince me before I hit play that,
Right.
that I'm from the future.
No,
Another great album.
yeah, what is rain? Rain in the future, but yeah.
Yeah. Rain's a coming.
Oh, it's already here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're standing there with an umbrella, knocking on my door, telling me that, trying to make small talk. And the next thing you say is, "I heard they're calling on rain." And I always revert back. You're going to have that one person, just like, and I'm not trying to imitate other people who have said this before, but I did hear comedians say this before. But it is true.
Right.
Anytime you see a warning label on something, it's because somebody's tried it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like it says, do not put your head in this bag and go. It's because of that. Yeah.
One should hope it's a Consumer Report guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, before they put it on the market. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Like preparation eggs.
Yeah.
Anything it says do not, like, some of them say do not put in the eye as eye drop, you know, like, well, who did?
Oh, yeah.
Just like with a lawnmower, do not put your foot anywhere near up underneath. I know a guy, I was in rehab with a guy that instead, this is crazy, instead of just taking your lawnmower, push mower, raising up and turning it, for some reason, right as I was there, they initiated this new thing where you had to wear the steel toes on the end of your shoes when you mowed.
Yeah.
I didn't really wear them, man. He was, but I started wearing them when I started pushing them because I was like, whatever over there. Anyway, so I kept telling him that yeah. But anyway, I was like a lead guy there. I'd been there like 8 months. Anyway, so I told him, I said, you need to wear them. So I wear them. So he does. He didn't. He raises it up. Instead of turning, he raises when he makes a turn, he raises the back end up.
Right, yeah.
Walks right near it and twists. I'm like, you're walking. You're going to chop your feet. Right after lunch, he goes out and he hangs them up. He's like, I ain't wearing them things.
Right.
And 15 minutes later, he's screaming. Man, he like chops off.
Are you serious? Man.
He's gone for 2 months in the hospital.
Yeah.
Almost. He comes back.
No
Then a month after he comes back, he's let it get really infected.
Right.
And then he has to leave. So then by the end, they just discharged him. He cost this facility, you know, $1 million in bills. You know.
Right.
For Christ's sake. People don't listen.
Is that?
People don't listen. It was kind of dangerous out there. They had snakes.
Right.
Like, I know Gary, my buddy, he rolled over and was almost rolled onto a copperhead, a baby copperhead up in the garage area of this facility.
Right.
And then he got overgrown. We had a tractor that was bush hogging, and he stirred up a hornet's nest, and it was literally covered with hundreds of thousands of hornets.
Right.
And we actually had to just let the diesel truck die out of gas because they're attracted to the carbon monoxide. So obviously, they were going to stay on it until it ran out of gas. And of course, Gary ran off of it. You know, like Lord have mercy, man. It's crazy. And this is right where we walk past. We can stir them up, they just kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like humongous. Like somebody asked me if I wanted to go swimming in one of the ponds. I'm like, do you understand? I see turtles down there, snapping turtles this big. They're huge. Water moccasin. One time, if I'm not mistaken, one of the directors.
I know, but what about a hornet's nest?
Yes.
Well, how big have you seen them?
What, the hornets?
Yeah, the hornet's nest.
Oh, I've seen them that have thousands in it, man, when it comes out. On that? No, I'm talking about like in a hole. Now, the big one was, I've seen pretty big, man.
Well, Mr. Crab, he's like 3 of those things.
Yeah.
In his living room.
Yeah. We used to have some somewhere. Yeah, they can get humongous, man.
Oh yeah.
You don't stir up a net. Those are fine, but if you cross the path of one that's buried, like the yellow jackets or whatever.
Those are hornets live in the tree. But the yellow jackets, they're the ones that live in the ground.
Yeah, this thing was covered with yellow jackets. What I'm gonna say.
Right.
With hundreds of thousands of them. Right. I got stung like within like 10 seconds, like 14 times by one once.
Wow.
Over at BNP, it was behind BNP Auto Parts, but when it was still wooded.
Yeah.
We were playing ball, and I went to go grab the ball. When I did, I stepped near a yellow jacket's nest, and I got stung. Like I was running toward the house. My dad closed the door because he didn't want me bringing all the yellow jackets in the house.
Yeah, man.
And at the time, I'm like, Dad,
let me in. Let me in. Please, Father.
I'm getting stung. Like one time, this is horrible. Like we were playing frisbee with my Uncle Todd, me, Mike, Chris. And my grandpa was outside, my mom's dad. Papa was out there. And Mike had missed, he had overthrown it or something, one of us did. And it went into the cow pasture and it had an electric fence right there, or a fence. I can't remember which one. Anyway, they were probably electric. So Todd said, I'll just lift you up, Mike, set you down over there and you can go get the frisbee. He said, just don't worry about the bulls and stuff right there. By the time you throw it over to me, I'll pick you back up. As soon as Todd sat Mike down, unbeknownst to either one of them, he had sat Mike down in a yellow jacket's nest.
Oh, man.
And then Mike's getting stung. I'm like, and this is my twin brother. I'm like, hurry, where's my brother? Anyway, I'm like, hurry, Mike, get the frisbee, come on, get him, Todd. Todd didn't really want to pick him up, but Todd picked him up. You know, he was, at first I was like, jump, Mike. Mike's just a little kid, you know what I'm saying? So, and my grandma was like, or my papa was like, pick him up, Todd, pick him up. So he picks him up, sets him back down, he takes off running, you know. He's like, ah, and I'm like, the frisbee's over there, you know. I know one time I was living at my grandparents' old house, the one that I rented up west side of the station there, where it's actually on the same place where Sylvia and Ray live now. But anyway, I was up there and I was mowing the yard, and just out of the blue, I had ran over a yellow jacket's nest. There used to be one at the end of Mom and Dad's, the wooden fence that separates the Robin and ours. At the very end of it, right there, where that water's, they used to be up there where the woods were. Mike found it one time, and I found it one time. I got stung, man. I was over there weed eating. I come up on them, they just boom. But anyway, they've been gone. But anyway, I was over there, and I just ran up on one with the lawnmower, and I got stung like 7, 8, 9, 10 times. I had been striping parking lots all day. It was a hot summer day. I wanted to get my stuff done. I was able to party that weekend. I just wanted to get everything. But chores done. I'm a single guy living at home, tending in the yard, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So I go up there, I'm like, my mom said, I got a stinger I know back here, so we get out. My papa said, you get stung? He had some throat surgery. He's a World War II vet. He quit smoking, but he's chewing tobacco like crazy. You know, he said, hey! He's like a skinny Ronald Reagan. He with the hair and everything. Seriously. He's like, hey, he had perfect, you know, jet black hair. He was just perfect. You know, with the BO5, and he was like Dapper Don ever since he was a kid, you know? You know? And he's like, Eddie! I said, what, Papa? This bony man, he was like Vader to me. Like, I just, you know, yes, dear Lord, you know. I said, what, Papa? He's like, you get stung? I said, yeah, a few times. Of course, I don't want to be like I'm a pussy or whatever. He's like, well, Betty, give him a couple of Benadryl or something like that. He said, hell, you can get back out there and finish that yard. I said, no, I ain't taking no Benadryl. I'll go to sleep. I said, I'll just go finish the daggone yard. I'm thinking in my mind, I can't believe he can't even give me a bum break about me finishing my own yard. My own yard. And he's like, give him a couple of Benadryl, let him get me all right. Offer me a sandwich or something, you know. So I go back and finish it, I go on to bed. Next morning, Mama was like, I had some stewed beef made for you. I'm like, of all things, you know.
No. He probably had, it was Vitalis. And that was the hair oil.
Oh, yeah.
Because my grandfather, my mother's father, you know, he grew up in the roaring 20s. His hair.
And then he had
Well, no, but it was like, his hair was parted in the middle, but it was, but it was just plastered back.
Yeah, but you'd always have the little.
No, it was perfect.
My Papa was perfect, but sometime when he was younger, he had the little Ron Reagan type. Actually, when Ron Reagan was doing the World War II movies in the 40s, that's the way my Papa's hair was. But my Papa was taller though too. Right. But he was like Dapper. He was Dapper's.
No, my grandfather's Stepanowitz. His hair was just straight. He had a comb. He had a part in the middle and.
Oh, he didn't have a part in the middle. My Papa had one to the side.
No, he was part in the middle, but it comes straight. You know how Shemp Howard used to.
I know that's what you're saying. I know he had a part in the middle, but it was back. Yeah, it was like this, Steve.
Yeah. Well, then he had,
and you do an undercut right here. Yeah.
No,
He
we
put back.
just,
No, I know
no.
what he's saying.
He'd take Vitals and
Yeah.
he'd just plaster it.
My papa would
you know.
take that same thing and he would do it in his hair,
Yep.
and then he would comb it in, and
Right.
it would just be
Uh-huh.
perfect, you know. And then he'd be doing that in the mornings, and he'd have his brogue hands on, his blue workman pants,
Right.
and a nice flannel shirt with an undershirt. Now it's gonna be. There's already the weatherman. But I ain't been up 10 minutes. I heard the weatherman say 3 times heat warning today
yeah.
from 6 a.m.
Yeah.
till like 9 tonight.
Right,
And
yeah.
Papa was looking at me like, "Are you getting ready, boy?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." And we eating some breakfast. Like we eating good breakfast that my mom made.
Right.
Like good breakfast, like biscuits and stuff. Like my mom,
yeah.
like on Christmas morning, mom makes.
Oh, yeah.
Like the other night when I left from here, Mama made some of her apple fritters that
Oh, yeah?
my grandma makes. That's just a fried apple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, inside that little dough thing when they
Right.
fried up.
Yeah.
Man, they were perfect, Steve.
I hear you.
You just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hats off to Belinda. Yeah.
Yeah. And my aunt makes the best chicken and dumplings on the face of the earth.
Right.
Yeah. And from what I understand, my brother Mike can make a mean brown gravy.
Right.
Chris can do some my grandfather's Rollis Italian sauce recipe.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
Spaghetti meatballs. It's called Rollis spaghetti meatballs.
Oh, yeah.
Just like we have a Rollis recipe for stuffing. It's called Rollis stuffing.
Every family does. Yeah. You know.
But ours
you know,
is
handed
only
down,
ours is-
handed down through generations.
Only mine
Yeah.
and through my other family are adopted. Are we through in the Rolling Stone record? We are not.
What?
We are, I said only my family's recipes are in the Rolling Stone record.
Okay.
I do that with. We are not.
Right.
Nope.
We got kind of derailed there. Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, every family has their, you know, which
Of
I think's
course,
great. Yeah.
Sure.
And some families take like further like that, like even more stuff, like not just mementos, but like
Yeah.
I told you, like my mom has. I think it was my great grandmother's flour that she had when she was younger, and it was
Right.
some kind of like pot flour where you can splice it off.
Right.
So it's the same one that she got
Right.
a piece of that my cousin from her, like Diane, had gotten from my grandmother from back in the 80s. That
Right.
my grandmother had even back in the 50s, you know.
Right.
So it's like, and she got it from her grandmother, whatever. So it's like hundreds of years old. Just like vines can be hundreds of
Sure.
years old, you know.
Well, yeah.
But flowers can be too.
Yeah, but you know, you ever make like homemade spaghetti or you know,
Oh yeah.
well, like I said, because my grandma Stefano, she make pierogies,
Uh-huh.
and they're like a little dumpling and like a little flour and this, you know, make. Then then boil
But
it. Yeah.
what was she put inside the dumpling? Was she put anything in it?
Oh, cabbage.
Yeah.
Because the Polish people ate a lot of cabbage.
Yeah. Just would it be just cabbage?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What about
And
beef
then-
and cabbage or pork and cabbage?
Well, she just made cabbage.
But that's
like-
good though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
It sounds great.
I
I
know, but
love cabbage.
I know, but I see them in the store, you know, but the pierogies, but they're not as good as, you know, the original.
Have you tried them?
Oh, I have. Yeah, the store-bought ones. Oh yeah. You cannot.
Let me tell you something. I agree.
Yeah, they don't compare to Grandma Stefano.
They wouldn't do any justice to what you're used to. That'd be like me
yeah.
saying, look, Annie's dumplings that
Yeah.
you buy in the frozen food, that does, listen to
Yeah.
me, yes, they are good. They can pass off as like a struggling somebody who might have
right.
tried it. But
I know.
they are nothing like my grandmother
Right.
Hoover's
Yeah.
chicken and dumplings
Yeah.
or my aunt's chicken and dumplings.
Right,
They never
right.
will be. Just
Sure.
like you said, the pierogies will never be like your grandmother's chicken and
Right.
dumplings in the South that
Yeah.
you sell Annie's at the frozen food
Yeah.
line will never be like
Oh, yeah.
my family's.
Oh, yeah.
Never. They try to be, but you can't do
It
it.
has to be homemade.
It has to be homemade. You have to roll out. Only can my aunt go with us to Myrtle Beach, and after we're done having fun in the sun on the beach, at the end of the day, we walk in and she's like literally done made the dough up, rolled it out, and cutting it with just a butcher knife.
Yeah.
She's cutting the dumplings out with just a butcher knife, talking to you like it ain't nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Going out, and then you dumping them up in the boiling water.
Right. Oh,
Get the
yeah.
dumpling like it ain't nothing. They're perfectly the same. Like everything's
Right.
consistent. It's just.
Sure.
It's amazing, man. You can't even Annie's. You got to let them and if you break them wrong, they crumble. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even right. That ain't right.
You
man.
can't beat homemade. Yeah.
Like my grandmother used to almost lament when she would say to us. She would tell me and Papa, "I am just so sorry, y'all. I didn't make the dough
Right.
Myself, I used canned biscuits and rolled them out and cut them out. She said,
wow.
but. And then added to it, and then, but you couldn't tell. Honestly,
Right.
Steve, you couldn't.
Yeah,
You couldn't
well,
tell because my mom. But it just broke her heart that she really wished she would have gone back, and just made her own dough, rolled it out, done herself. Because now she felt guilty just opening up that can and then just cutting the corner, instead of doing homemade. And Papa was like, "Well, they'll get by, Betty." And I'm thinking they are delicious, Mama. They're great. She made a actually, and I know in the South we're known for like salty pork, whatever.
Right.
But she would make ham bone dumplings, which would be a salty ham bone, but it would be soaked to the point that all the saltiness is out of it. You know what I'm saying? You have to do it over and over again, like different baths and different things, whatever. But then she would make, after she would get so much out, but not like it, there was, if you just ate the meat then it would be too salty, but then she would make her dumplings and soak it with it. Man, it would be so good. I've never seen anybody or met anybody that can make ham bone dumplings.
Right.
It's great. It's like a dumpling, but because of the ham bone, Steve, the broth turns almost like a red instead of a creamy white.
I know, but
it's great.
You take a ham bone and make pea soup.
Oh my goodness, split pea soup?
Yeah, what?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Steve. That's what I'm saying.
Right, man. Oh
yeah, man.
You want to make something good? Oh,
there you go. Or some good potato soup, even. I like potato soup.
I know it. Yeah, it was my. Oh goodness, but Aunt Golda, she came to visit us years ago, but she made a nice split piece,
What about a good broccoli and cheddar?
Oh but it was
But the
like,
split, I'm telling you, split pea is good. Yeah.
Or some good old fashioned chicken soup,
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever been to a Seder, for Passover, Eddie?
No.
Oh, that's great, man.
Tell me about it.
Well, like I say, it's plenty of food, and then and then like I say,
that's what I'm saying. Look, actually, there's shows on Viceland that talks about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But not like that.
What?
Like kosher food and different cultures, whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
So tell me about, because I am curious. I've always been. Seder, what is all this and what it's about? But specifically about the food.
Well, it's food.
I want to know what don't be more. No, please.
Wow.
The love of everything be.
Right.
Tell me more detailed than that.
Well, no, it's just like I say, the Seder, it's like you talk about history, the history of this, the Seder, then, but it's like the Ten Commandments,
Okay.
When they,
okay.
And then the unleavened bread, because they didn't have time to, they had to bail out of,
Right.
And that's the Passover Seder, But and then Friday night is a Sabbat, and Friday night,
Is that when you eat?
Well, you eat at both of them, but
What kind of food did they have? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, well.
Describe to me the food that I would encounter if I went.
Well, kosher.
No, be more. I don't know what that. I know what that means, but there's other people and more specifically, you have to be more detailed than that to me.
Well, obviously, there's no pork, okay?
Right?
Yeah.
But tell me about the dishes, though, is what I want to know.
Oh, goodness.
They have like matzo balls. I know. I don't want to be like.
And chicken soup with my mom's homemade matzo balls. Oh, God.
Is that
almighty.
good?
Heck yeah, man.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, Steve. See,
Right.
I said be detailed. I want to hear about the chicken soup. What? I know they gotta have beef. I know there's probably lamb. You know?
Like a brisket.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
And then the kugel.
What's that?
Oh goodness, boy, yeah.
What's kugel?
It's got like marshmallows and then it's been so long, Eddie, but and then oh man, and then Grandma Schwartz, her cookies. Oh, those are so good. Then you roll them up, like a little croissant.
Oh, I'll tell you, Christmas.
Yeah.
My mom makes homemade, like those Mounds bars. Like you know how you have Mounds that are just with coconut, then Mounds with the almonds inside. She makes both.
No, but what's the
and chocolate covered cherries.
No, wild mint. No,
chocolate covered Chestnuts,
oh my goodness,
peanuts,
no, Mr. Ray and Mrs. Marie.
potato candy.
You know, Wild Man Spreads in the corner there.
Mm-hmm.
That was it was like a pretzel and whatchamacallit, a caramel little thing, and then what was those things called? But yeah, I think Dana made them one time. But yeah.
Divinity.
No, it was like, but yeah, I've never seen it until I was like, but yeah.
You ever eat Divinity?
No, but no. Oh yeah, that's fudge. But yeah.
Different types.
Right.
There's a crispy
No.
type.
What I'm talking about, it's like a little pretzel and like a like a chocolate caramel thing, and then but yeah, it's salty and sweet.
But anyway, my mom makes potato candy, which is like literally you take potatoes.
Right.
And somehow you make the candy rolled up with peanut butter.
Oh,
She
yeah.
makes the almonds, or she makes the mounds with and without
Right.
the
Yeah.
almonds. And she makes chocolate covered cherries, peanuts.
Oh yeah.
The chocolate covered walnuts, pecans, chocolate covered Oreos this year.
Oh,
this is a woman
man.
who's
Wow.
severe diabetic with a
Yeah,
and she doesn't eat it.
We're going
That's the
with-
thing. No,
Wow.
But and she does it all for Christmas because Christmas
Oh,
you
bless,
eat, man.
Well, bless Belinda's heart.
Yeah.
She's gone a little bit overboard, but yeah, bless her heart. Yeah.
Tell you what, we might not have a lot to give out, but we're gonna eat till we can't breathe. That's what I'm saying. Oh,
Holy crowley! Yeah.
you're not imitating Santa Claus. You're trying to catch your breath. Oh, oh. He's like, oh, his Uncle Eddie knowing Santa Claus. No, baby, he's trying to catch your breath.
Oh yeah.
Trying to put the cigarette out.
No, it's like in that.
And I'm like, no.
No, it's like in that TV commercial, you know, and the wall puffing.
Yeah.
That's
I want to smack that girl and be like, quit mocking your grandpa.
Yeah. Well, you get to what
You live to be his age to see how hard you're breathing.
you're
kiddo.
damn right, little
Yeah,
girl.
lucky.
You went till you're my age, and then
In this smog, you're lucky. That
Yeah, I know, really.
You're
yeah.
breathing on your own by the time you're 35.
Yeah, you're living in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. No. But no, when I was, we had smog alerts when I was a kid, man.
Man, my mom said that she.
1968.
Did you?
69. Oh yeah, man.
That's horrible.
Yeah, we had
and
this-
back then, during the 70s, was the boom of destroying the planet and making breathing difficult for everybody.
Well, until they started the EPA,
right.
which was Richard Nixon.
Nixon, exactly.
Right. Yeah, man. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I remember because we'd go to the cafeteria, then we had to go back to our classrooms, and then they'd turn out the fluorescent lights, and then we just
Meanwhile,
take a nap or something.
remember,
you know.
I told you,
What?
and I don't mean mad, because there's really not, there's less than a decade between you and my mom anyway.
Right,
There's
yeah.
like 5 or 6 years difference.
Right.
So at that time of your childhood on the West Coast,
Yeah.
you were having these horrible smog warnings.
Right.
To
Oh,
go
yeah.
inside, which probably was using not so good ventilation systems.
Right.
Anyway, you know,
Oh,
you get my gist, right? So
No,
you guys
no.
had your air breathing struggles there. Meanwhile, on the East Coast,
Yeah.
maybe 5 or 6 years, you know,
Right, yeah.
earlier as
Oh, yeah.
well. But in that same decade,
Right, sure.
my mom was playing outside near Connor Street there at Statesville with her sisters and all of like the Bustles and her cousins and stuff and grandparents that lived over there. Like they
Right.
all were in the same area. Even my,
Yeah.
my biological family was over there. My dad,
Right.
she met my dad there. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Wayne, my pop. So.
Yeah. Hey, Wayne.
And
yeah.
but meanwhile, mom was a kid and she was playing there. And while she would be playing, especially in the summertime, a hot day, when the mosquito trucks would come through with the
Oh
fog,
yes.
throwing the mist that would turn into a fog.
Right.
But took a second to percolate. If you got
Right.
near it, you got sprayed with a
Yeah.
horrible, what turned out to be carcinogen.
Right.
Right? And lung destroying
Right,
disease.
yeah.
So my mom
Yeah.
has got pictures of where they were running.
Yeah.
Like not of them out in it, but
Right.
running toward his
Yeah.
little girls in their dresses
Yeah.
to go play in the fog, you know?
Right.
It's like Alice in Wonderland. They did it almost consistently for years.
No.
And then all of a sudden
Yeah.
it stopped. Nothing in the paper about it.
I
It just
wonder
stopped.
why.
Yeah.
Why? Por qué?
Porque.
No, but no. A couple years ago, Morrisville Tribune had a calendar, and one of the pictures on the calendar was the old. That even Rick he lives in Davison.
Yeah.
When they used to spray. Oh yeah.
It's horrible, man.
Yeah.
So you guys had smog problems because of
Oh, yeah.
industrial. My mom
Right.
and dad's got,
Yeah.
or my mom's
Mosquito,
got
yeah,
mosquito.
yeah.
You know,
Nice,
the EPA
yeah.
not turning a blind eye to
Right.
the fact
Oh,
they're
yeah.
killing people.
Oh yeah. No, but because Mr. Krabs, you remember he remembers when they used to oil the roads, you know.
Really?
Yeah, put oil down when there were dirt roads, you know.
Oh yeah. He remembers when it was.
Of course, yeah. Mr. Crab, hell, he's 92, but yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's right, because he met over actually at Whataburger with Nikola Tesla.
Who?
back in 1901.
Shit. Well, his old
Whataburger
man. Well, Mr. Crab's old man built this building in 46.
Hey, let me tell you something. I seen some. Yeah. Speaking of back then, Mr. Crab remembers the era. Yeah. Obviously, that I can only look up from back in 1908, 09, the 20s and 30s.
Right.
I've seen pictures from the Mooresville Facebook page in the museum where you go back to the photo historical part,
right?
Where there are people downtown Mooresville, like they are dapper, dressed to the nines on a Saturday mornings, Saturday afternoons, where there's bustling, hustling, where there's dress shops, there's blah 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 going on, there's diners, there's the train depot, there's people getting on and off, there's just transfers coming through, you know what I'm saying? Besides just passenger, like it's just bustling, man. Like they had, there's like moving, you know.
And then they had a hotel.
They had a cinema there. They had a hotel.
No, but the hotel was
like 3 or 4 stories tall.
I think it was a 2-story one.
Was it 2-story? Because there was another house or something that was near there. It was like 3 stories tall, something like that. Had to be.
Yeah.
But it's just a shame, man. I want it revitalized. Like it would be awesome. I think that we need, as a community in Mooresville, to gel together, even over here.
Right.
At the guy that owns the marinos.
And do what?
And like pull together resources to where the community and the owners of the business find an appeal to the masses type employer-employee type.
Right.
Of occupation.
What are you trying to achieve?
Jobs and wealth and financial stability and revitalization to downtown in this area, man. Like light rail even come through here, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, good luck on that.
I'm just saying it would pay off within the next decade. As much as you could possibly spend, multiply that by probably 10. And then whatever that would be, is what it's probably going to be.
No, if they had
but it would still pay off within a decade.
No, if they had light rail, man, I would.
Exactly, Steve. And it would help here. We would go back, watch a concert, whatever, come back to here. What if they had a diner set up? What if the depot was over there, like I said, right here, in this place where they have a connector that goes over, like an overhead bridge that connects and goes right down into where there's office spaces that are over on this side where it's open. Make that a depot for the light rail.
Right.
Move it. Because obviously the old one is the art gallery, so now make a new one for the light rail, and it could even accommodate where it just has overhead, you know, so it doesn't disturb Main Street right there.
Oh God Almighty! But yeah,
do you not agree?
Oh, I agree. I would love to see a.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, man. A train to Charlotte, heck yeah. You know, I mean, you know, I've taken the train from Los Angeles, for the football game. I did. We saw a Panther game, and then
I would be more apt to spend my money to go fill in, even in the nosebleed section, to see the Panthers play.
Sure.
On a game.
Sure.
If you guys had light rail, we would be. Me and him would spend money. I would spend a couple $100 for a weekend to go see a Panthers play. I really would.
Hey, look, as long as
light rail.
No, I can walk out of the stadium
and
jump on a train.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like my dad and I did. Yeah. We walked out of the Coliseum, jumped out of a train, and boom,
we're not wealthy by no means, but I'd be apt to do that a couple times a year. Absolutely.
That'd be fun, man.
Yeah, man. Even to see a Hornets game, if it would connect to there. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it does. So.
Well, nobody wants to drive to Charlotte, so you can take a train to Charlotte. Heck, make a day of it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to hassle about parking or nothing. You're out there running around. As long as you go to the good part of Charlotte, don't get caught up in the. But like I say, you don't want to go to Skid Row, but
I don't want to be shook down.
No.
As soon as the doors pop open.
Right.
Not thinking that I'm going to even live to see the next minute. right as they let me out. And they
yeah, where's the Christian mission?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I knew I might be saved. The only time that I ever in my whole life was happy to hear these 3 words.
Yeah.
Came over.
No, I was like, Payne.
And I'm like, Payne, is that you?
Yeah.
You gotta take it out now. You gotta say that.
Yeah, get me out
I
of
said,
here.
Payne, is that you? You gotta hit. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
All 3, buddy. Where you at? Right here.
Yeah. I'm standing sideways, but yeah.
That could be a twisted episode.
Oh, yeah.
I swear we could make a cartoon out of
Yeah.
characters that we know.
Well,
By the way, y'all missed it. He's the
Character.
elusive. Like
Oh, no.
he is like. What was the name of that shark or that fish that they found that they thought was extinct? The Canta something.
I know.
Yeah. That's the way Todd is. He stopped by.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see him. Yeah.
So what happens now, Eddie?
I'm still jamming. That's what happens.
Oh.
Maybe I need to take a drink.
Well, you know who this is, or?
This is Peter Gabriel.
Right. Which one is it, though?
I have no idea, Steve.
What?
I'm not that good. I don't know.
So what? So?
So,
Yeah. Yeah, this is, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I know it's Peter Gabriel, though.
But yeah, like I say, he's, you know, when he left Genesis, they both benefited.
Man, we need to, like, have a pop-up right here.
Right.
Every time you say, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but when you say, like I say, he was in the band, I heard you, but when you say stuff like I say, or do something intelligent,
Yeah.
I pop up right here and says, you can find that shirt at...
Oh, whoa.
I'm
no.
telling you, man. I'm telling you.
No, we don't need a teleprompter.
And a caricature of me and you with
Oh.
that, not a teleprompter, it's a ticker. It's the pop-up right there. The shirt, man.
Oh.
I would wear it.
Oh, wow.
Cold Bait Light Beer on this side, you know.
Oh,
Get your Standard Johnny if we could run into them. I'd promote them.
Right, yeah.
And if we could find people that wanted to sell, like the actual people that sell those retro shirts from the, like the actual copywritten, like Zeppelin, the old retro, you know.
Yeah.
The makers of them, because they're able to reproduce them. You get them from those.
Talk to a screen printer.
And they'll do them. Yeah, I would sell them.
Then
Just
you
because I would wear them.
Yeah,
I
then you
love
get-
them.
Well, then you have to have T-shirts.
Oh, and I could have a plethora of them. One night I'd be wearing a Blondie, next night
I know,
I'd
man.
be in James Gang.
I know that.
I'd have Zeppelins.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
have, you know, your Traffic. I'd
Right.
have your obscure Gordon Lightfoot with him
Oh,
sitting
yeah.
next to with his open blue denim
Right.
shirt
Yeah.
on posing on the
Right.
Sundown
Oh, yeah.
and Edmund
Oh, yeah.
Fitzgerald, you know, with the Sundown album. Yeah.
No. No, but you talk about screen printing and all that?
Yeah.
No, 'cause we used to sell.
We could have Brian draw me and you. We need to send him a picture.
Whoa.
And it could be a caricature of me and you. It has to be not just an actual picture of us, but a caricature of us. That's what makes it funny.
Right, yeah.
Or Marissa.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, make a coffee cup out of it. Oh.
Yeah. And then we could be like picked up by some obscure, like maybe Viceland wanted to have a live, their equivalent of Imus in the morning. That could be the Uncle Eddie and Steve show in the morning.
Right,
And we
yeah.
could cover,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
mainstream stuff.
Yeah. Well, what?
We could cover everything that we want to talk about that was related around music stuff, you know.
Well, we're doing that right now, aren't we?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what if it progressed into that?
Well,
Would you not go with it?
yeah. You know, up to a point. You know.
No. What if it was full time?
What?
What if that's all you had to do?
Well, I'd probably be bored. There we go.
No, you wouldn't bored. If they,
No, whoa. This is what Eddie's thinking about.
No, I remember the other song.
Listen, he's thinking of making it big on this Uncle Eddie and Steve show. God almighty. There you go. Oh. Get with it.
I'm with
Get
it.
loose.
I'm loose. See, we should have. I actually think maybe, well, I'm not blue through.
But this is a wicked ass song.
He won a couple Grammys during this era.
Oh, yeah.
During this genre.
And right now, Eddie has delusions of grandeur in his eyes.
No, it ain't even necessarily that. It's just Steve and Eddie.
That name, Uncle Eddie. Uncle Eddie, because his name of his niece Carmen.
See, everybody knows who's Uncle Eddie.
Yeah. I like that.
Hey, this morning,
Yeah.
listen, I hear.
Yeah, keep talking.
Oh, no, you gotta hear this when you get back.
Alright, wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. Give it up. You know what? I'm gonna hurt him. Big time. Big time. No, I wouldn't do that. This other diamond don't sparkle like my other one. He's like.
Uncle Eddie and Steve show. Right, Eddie? Big time.
Who knows, Steve?
Oh, Rosie, enjoy what they see.
No matter if I do or not,
Well,
I just like to play this music and
I know.
chit chat with you and shoot the bull and shoot the fat, whatever.
Well, if you want to kill some time, just log on to, at least the music's good, right, Eddie?
It's a reminder to a lot of people, even our generation, of some albums that they forgot about.
Right.
But we lean more toward, obviously, a certain genre of 50s, 60s, 70s classic rock. So, anyway, but anyway, it's a reminder. Yeah, we play nothing. I feel like it's good because you go by the Rolling Stone record guide and it's 5-star albums. It's not just because of your. It's not just because of your.
Because this was in the It's like they give us 4-star, but
I don't go and fact check you a lot of times on.
But they do mention
the albums that you play, but I assume
they do mention
because one description that I have is another 5 stars album.
Right. But they did mention about Peter Gabriel leaving, and then so what's up with Genesis, because that's before Phil Collins took over.
He had a run in the 80s where a lot of his songs sounded the same.
Oh yeah.
Electronica type drums.
Well, yeah.
in between him doing cameos on Miami Vice, he would do another, he'd do another jam in between Sheena Easton putting out another jam. You know what I'm saying? So give me a break.
No, I saw.
Boom.
No, I saw.
The progression doesn't always end well.
I know, but you mentioned Sheena Easton. I saw. She opened up for Prince.
Yeah, she was very good. I like Sheena Easton.
Now we saw
man.
that at the Long Beach Arena.
She was sexy as hell back in the day, man. Sorry, this is an adult show, so sorry. She was fine, man.
No, because she
Prince showed out too, man.
But Sheena Easton
she's the thing.
She played the damn drums.
Yeah, I know she did, man. I know what she did. I know her stick.
Oh yeah.
That's why I brought her up.
But I'll tell you what, Mr. Prince, the guitar work on that Purple Rain.
Let me tell you something. Prince is an underrated guitarist.
Yeah. Oh,
the man can play any instrument you put in his hands.
But no.
Not sliding the Family Stone, taking 14 months to make an album slow.
Right. But
playing every instrument. But like, you put an instrument in his hand, he could play it. The man was a genius.
Oh, yeah.
He was.
No, but that, I like.
God darn, he died too young. Just like Tom Petty.
But that Purple Rain, but it's just,
that was good, man.
His guitar work
was amazing, man.
Yeah.
His solos and the way he could hold the high end of a pinching of a high end of a solo riff on your lead guitar, and he's holding the vibrato that's coming off of the high end, the reverb from the speaker, and he's holding that out in the recording before the movie was made, and he's holding it out like that with that. That's like Frampton type, like in the moment with 100,000 people or 60,000 people shouting your name, and you're like jamming. It's one of them moments, and it was captured in Purple Rain. He had a great moment, man.
Yeah.
He was channeling. He was channeling your, you know.
And then you know what? I never saw. I never saw. Did you see the movie?
Yeah, I seen it.
I never saw it.
Dozens of times.
No, I've never seen that movie, but yeah.
Did you not ever walk around in heels and a scarf?
I was living in California. I'm just saying. No, but
I didn't either.
No, but
I like Prince, but I ain't wearing.
No.
Hey, there's a famous story of him and the Revolution literally going to Eddie Murphy and his brother's house. Or Eddie Murphy hanging out with his brother. God, I can't remember his brother's name. He just passed away a year or two ago. Anyway, they did a spoof on the Chappelle Show but he really was talking about it. And he said that he was like, Eddie Murphy, they were all like coked out. Like, they tell the truth. Because they even at one point bring in Rick James.
Oh, wow.
Rick James was involved. Rick James actually punched Eddie Murphy's brother right in the forehead.
Yeah.
With a ring.
Yes.
And the reason why his brother had punched him back was because when Rick James showed up, he was coked out of his mind with a bunch of women. And when he got in there, he saw that Eddie had a brand new couch. So he got on his couch with muddy shoes and put mud into it. And so in that live interview, they asked him later on in real life, years before he dies, did you really do that? He's like, man, no, I didn't do that. And then like 20 seconds later, man, yeah, I did. I'm be honest with you. I went in there and I rubbed my feet in it. And they said, why? He said, because I said, I'm going to tell you why. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. That was his answer. After everything went on, you know.
No, but Rick James, he was that super freak.
So anyway, Prince is over there with the Revolution. Rick James is dropping by his office and they're going to blow like nobody's business. Escobar's pocketed probably $100 million that week. Anyway, because this is the 80s, by the way. So
how could I forget?
Prince asked Eddie and his brother, y'all want to play a game of hoops? Because he noticed Eddie has built, in his mansion a basketball court. And they're like, man, we're going to play Prince. So in the real interview on the Chappelle Show, I can't remember his name. I don't remember his name, but Eddie's brother, God rest his soul, he's so funny, man. He's as funny as Eddie is. In these live interviews, Chappelle gave him props, man. Anyway, he says, God rest his soul, he says, man, I look over at my brother Eddie Murphy, the biggest comic in the world right now, after the red leather. We're about to play Prince, Purple Rain over here in the Revolution, in some heels. I'm thinking any moment Sheena Easton might come out and back up. With some Easton thinking we're going to whoop their ass. He said, man, He said, we'll meet in like 30 minutes. Let me get my head right. So they go, and obviously they get their head right. He said when they come back up, they didn't put their Nikes on, whatever, blah, 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 Reeboks, whatever back in the day was. He looked over. Prince still had his heels type stuff on. Had on like the gear to play ball, but still had the shoes on. Some of the other people had on like shoulderless shirts. Men, you know, like still half gear, half not. He thinking, man, he said, man, halfway through the first, what would be a quarter, they were getting, Eddie and his brother and his crew were getting their ass whooped by Prince and the Revolution. The Prince was not a very tall man. He was my size. I'm like 5'5". Prince was about my height. He said Prince was doing these like underneath the leg dribble around, spin up, lay up in your face, Dr. J. Like crazy maneuvers. And they couldn't believe it. But at the end, his brother said, man, Charlie, his name was Charlie Murphy. You had Eddie and Charlie Murphy. God rest his soul. Charlie Murphy said, he said, man, at the end of me and Eddie and our group playing Prince and the Revolution, they whooped our ass. He said, and then, you know, that's like a couple days later is when, that's when actually, in reality, the truth is that a day or two later, Rick James shows back up in a stretched limousine. And that's when he actually had heard that Prince beat their ass in the game of pickup. So he comes back over. For some reason, as he's doing another line of blow, as they pull up in front of the mansion, here's the true story. Right as they pull up in front of the mansion, Rick James said he remembers saying, I'll tell you what, sister. Pull your titty out. Pull your titty out and let me do one more line of blow. So this girl looks over. She's like, yeah, Daddy. She pulls her titty out. He does a line of blow. He gets back up and he's like, let's go in here and see what's going on with Eddie and his brother. So I heard they got the ass whooped the other day. And instantly, for some reason, when that line hit him, he got pissed. He got pissed off. So that's when he went in and done the move.
But no, that's the end of the record though.
Y'all.
Peter Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel. Yes. You guys look him up. All right, later.
See you later.
Fly low and avoid the radar.
Do something intelligent.
Do-do.